Hello, it's Matthew Mabry, and this is D2L Tutorial 6. In the last tutorial, we learned how to add and edit true-false questions to quizzes we've created in D2L. And in this tutorial, we're going to learn how to add multiple choice or multi-select questions to those quizzes. Let's log on. I'm going to continue adding questions to the quiz I created 2 tutorials to go. That is my quiz 5.1. So I'm going to Quizzes. I'm selecting my future quiz 5.1. And now you can see from last tutorial I showed you how to add true-false questions. I added question 1. After the tutorial I went ahead and added my next 4 questions to match up with the paper and pencil copy of this quiz that I created. And now I'm ready to add my multiple choice questions. Now you're going to notice what's unique about this question is I have a picture over here on the right that I want to make sure that I get a picture for this quiz right here. And this picture is dealing with the next 3 questions. So I'm going to show you your options for adding pictures. So let's get cracking. So over here on my D2L screen, I'm going to want to add/edit questions. And remember I told you may have to adjust your screen, resize it a little bit here. Oh, there we go. I resize it. Now everything appears. I click New. I'm going to go to Multiple Choice Questions. My title is going to be the same title as this number. It is number 6. For points, it's only going to be worth 1 point. 1 degree difficulty. I never change that. And my text is the mineral calcite is pictured to the right. The straight, distinct lines indicate it has the following property. Remember, we're going to highlight all that text, click here, click size, go to size 12 to make sure my students can read it. And now we have options for the picture. If you want, you can scoot that text box over. Okay, now you might think the best option here is to click Insert an Image, and then to loading, and then to upload a picture. And I'll show you what this would look like if we did. So let's go to Google search. Here, I'll show you how I got here. I went to Images, and then I typed in the word calcite. I'll go ahead and maximize my screen. I have all these pretty pictures to choose from for calcite. Here's the one I chose when I created the quiz, so I'll left click on it. There's a pretty picture of calcite. It's got those nice angles of cleavage. I'm going to right click. I'm going to save image as. I'll put it in my desktop. We'll call it calcite. Click save. Let's go back to my question library. Now I'm going to upload that picture I just saved to my desktop. I go to my desktop. There's my calcite picture. Upload. Click add. Whoops. There we go. Click add. I'm going too fast for desire to learn, and now I have a pretty picture right there. Now let's go ahead and fill in our answers, and then we'll talk about why I don't think that image is the best option there. You can choose to randomize your questions if you want. That means every time a student takes the quiz, it'll shuffle the answers around. I don't like to randomize my questions because I usually put them in a certain order that I like the way that they come. But if randomizing is good for you, then you should go for it. All right, now I'm going to type in my 4 answers. So maybe my first choice is cleavage, which again I'm going to make size 12 because I know my students have complained it's small if I don't. Now this is the right answer, so I'm going to give it 100%. Then I'm going to type in the word fracture, highlight, click, size 12. High density, highlight, click, size 12. And yes, I know it's super annoying. No one knows better than me who has made many of these quizzes, and I can't wait for the day where they let you choose a default font size. It is going to make me happy. Now look, you also have all these other options here. I can change the color of the text if I want, which I don't care for. I can underline things, I can indent things, I can cut and paste things, I can undo things, I can put tables in here, but you know, most of us were just going to put text in. Now I'm putting 0% weight for all the rest of those answers because they're all wrong except for cleavage. And now, if I want, remember I can put feedback for wrong answers, like why would you choose, why would you choose fluorescence? Fluorescence has to do with a rock glowing. You can be snarky if you want. I usually don't choose to put feedback in because we go over it in class. And then if you have problems, by the way, with this not showing right here, sometimes you just got to resize your window to get to these final buttons. I would always click previews to see what you're looking at. Whoa, that is a huge picture. I don't want my picture that huge. That looks ridiculous. What can I do about that picture? This is why I don't like adding images through this option. Where's that option? Through this option right here, insert image. What I like to do is I like to type my question, enter down one line, and then I like to go to insert image here. And for some reason here, now I have options where I can just insert a URL, which I also find a lot easier. So I'll go back to that same calcite search, except this time when I right click on it, I'm going to copy URL, come to the library, click here, hit Control V, click add. It is a decorative image. And now if I make the screen wider, I see the picture and how big it is. And I think this is crazy. If I left click on the picture, I can then click and drag the picture and cause it to shrink to about the size I would want it for my students to look at. So now let's go to preview and see what it looks like. I'll make it full screen for you. Now that's nice. The mineral calcite is pictured, well, it's not pictured to the right, it's pictured below. And that's a nice picture with some nice text. And there's the right answer I've chosen and that silly feedback I put. So I am looking good. That is done. I'm going to switch here to is pictured below. Great. I'm going to go ahead and erase my silly feedback that I don't need. And now I'm going to click Save. And now there are my 5 true-false questions, and here's my 1 multiple choice, and I'm good to go. Now, to show you quickly the difference between a multiple choice and a multi-select, let's click multi-select. You're going to see the same screen, title, text, options. Now, the only difference is here, when you type in your answers, you can have multiple correct answers. So it could be which of the following is true. And then students would have to pick like A and B and C. So this is a way to create a question that's like multiple choice, but students have to pick which ones are correct, and there could be multiple correct answers. So that's a fun variation of the multiple choice question. Well folks, that's all there is to making multiple choice questions. If you're interested in, let's see what our next tutorial is going to be, in adding matching questions to ground for the next tutorial. Thanks.